Now, here's one I kind of struggle with. NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Rob Gronkowski. Jerry Maclin was second, and Rolando McClain was third. I thought McClain had that award.
I would have given it to McClain because McClain was actually out of football.
True.
Rob Gronkowski, I think, was injured or something, wasn't he?
Yes, he was injured, but he wasn't really out of football.
He wasn't out of football.
This man was out of football completely.
Said, I'm gone. I holler. And he said, nah, that's okay. Child support coming. I need to play. I need to play.
Benchwarmer said that. All right. Final thoughts.
Lance Armstrong. Sit down somewhere. They got Lance Armstrong was cited for hitting cars down in Aspen, Colorado. He was cited for hitting cars, and his girlfriend attempted to take the blame. And so what she did was she went up to the house of the cars he hit and, said, hey, I'm sorry. I hit your cars. We'll pay for them. Don't worry about it. Said another. So then they said, okay, so they called the police out. So when the police came, they said, oh, Lance was the one who was driving. So the girl was like, well, why did you take the blame? They said, because would this be news if I hit the cars, or is it news just because Lance hit the cars? It's more news because Lance Armstrong hit the cars.
Mm-hmm.
And which he did hit the cars. Unfortunately, he was drunk. So she wanted to take the blame because she didn't want this in the news.
Wow. Okay.
I'm like, so Lance Armstrong, sit down somewhere.
My final thoughts are DeMarco Murray. The Cowboys need to, in real quick, fast, in a hurry, figure out what they're going to do with him. The time is ticking. They need to find a plan B if they really don't want to re-sign him to a lucrative contract. Des Bryant will be here.
Yeah, he ain't going away.
He might be franchised, though, which he didn't want either. But if you're going to have a chance to compete for the Super Bowl, you try to keep your team as closely intact as possible to avoid any issues with chemistry. So my thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
My thing is, if they franchise, why would they franchise Dez if they're not going to keep DeMarco Murray? If they want to franchise Dez, you got to know they're going to keep DeMarco Murray.
Well, you answer your own question because of guaranteed money.
They're not going to franchise Dez though. They're going to pay Dez.
You think so?
They just trying to figure out what they're going to do with DeMarco Murray. And it all depends on what Adrian Peterson's going to do. What Minnesota, what kind of talks they have.
We'll see.
All right, you just been looking so good. That's my
yes, sir.
Voice. I got to learn FM voice now, don't I?
Yeah, you do. I'm gonna give you props.
Oh, this the big dog coming at you live and direct.
Well, we want to thank our audience, B93 FM, for
putting up with him. Putting up with us.
Yeah, I need to really say that, for putting up with Benchwarmer, most of all. We want to thank all the audience who have listened to us tonight. We're 411 Sports Talk Radio now on FaceTimeRadio.com, Benchwarmer.